Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. You've just seen the We Are Driven intro. We Are Driven team still pushing Archie's journey, still pushing Bradley Lowry Foundation, so get yourself over to Facebook, click all those like buttons, go sign up to We Are Driven as well while you're over there, and then get yourself over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey and drop a donation on there, please. Evening George, evening Phil, have a good race both. So yes, that's the We Are Driven done. Big shout out to the channel sponsor as well, Woody's Wondrous Chilies. Get yourself over to Face Full of Fire, Your Head's Gonna Blow Up or something channel. I'll figure that out. But Woody's Wondrous Chilies, do a Google search, it'll pop up. You'll find it. Do a search on YouTube, it'll pop up. So yes, big shout out to Woody's Wondrous Chilies. Right, back tonight with the Team Oliver Racing Gr3 League. We are back with an endurance tonight, a 60-minute round at Circuit de la Sarthe. A tricky circuit, you got to know it. It's a high-speed track with a lot of tricky turns, easy to pick up penalties and damage here, so the boys have got to be careful. We have got two lobbies running tonight. We've got the pros with me, we've got the pro-ams, which will be streamed on Friday by D-Dot, so he's doing post-race commentary Friday, probably afternoon, so it might be ready by the time you finish work. He's also streaming his point of view as well, so if you fancy going to see D-Dot swearing and shouting, then get yourself over to D-Dot90 over on there on Facebook. Vortex, evening brother, how are you doing? You in tonight? You racing? I know you got penalty, didn't you, for something? So lobby settings already changed. Let's just get ourselves into some scores then. I can't even see those. So leading the way after round 4 at Red Bull Ring last week. A tricky circuit. Why is that saying Nürburg? Oh, I've downloaded the wrong thing, haven't I? Have I? Yes, I have. Oh, I'm sure it said the right speed. Oh, right. Okay, so I've got the wrong scores up, people. Apologies. We'll get into the qualifying and I'll read those out when I find them. Merch available, people. Stickers and t-shirts. Apologies. Like I say, we'll get around to scores in a second. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of that. Now I've got to go and find that website and do the thing and find the stuff, and that's going to be a pain in the butt while I'm doing this. So into qualifying then, we've got Potomac Pot, Gecko Racer, LVO Tricks, G Marge, RA Bobby. We've got Brinky, Phil G, who's just been in the chat, Ace Killer, Fat Pickles Bro, NGR Jambu. G Marge also been in the chat. Vortex Racing, Jambu, Diablo and Philo Racing tonight. Right. Let me find that website quickly. It's never still going to be there, is it? Never still going to be there. Of course it's not. Right, it's going to take some time, people. It's an hour race. I can get it through it in the hour race. Calm down, Smokes. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Let's get into this qualifying. So yes, Circuits de la Sarthe, tricky circuit. Le Mans, if you don't know it by any other name. You know what? Oh, okay, we won't stick on board with Brinky then, because he's coming in the pits. Let's turn the usual nonsense on for you lot though. Let's go and find a driver who's about to start a lap, shall we? Ritzberger late to the room, but he will still get in for the race. Everybody coming in the pits then. No, Vortex staying out. We'll go on board with Vortex then. So last couple of turns to go. Onto this start-finish straight. I can't remember the turns here. So you'll have to forgive me for that one. So going past pit exit, then sweeping around this right-hander down towards this hard on the brakes, left, right, chicane coming up. Again, easy to pick up a penalty here. Easy to get the back wheels spinning up and send yourself flying off track as well. Let's change that view up a little bit so we can kind of see what's coming up. Over the brow of the hill then, down towards this little tricky section as well. Careful not to get airborne when you hit those cones. Oh, catches a bit of turf there, does Vortex. With his right-hander can carry a fair bit of speed again. Just got to be careful on the exit not to run wide. Then full power down here. Probably going to get up to full speed, I would have thought, before we hit the first of the chicanes. All down straight, I believe. Yeah, full speed, 166, 165. It's going to be a different setup, hard on the brakes, trying to stay inside those white lines. It's the white lines that are the track limits here, not the curbs, so easy to pick up penalties. Back onto this next long straight, heading back up towards the second of the chicanes. Going the other way though this time. Again, full tilt here for Vortex. Brakes again, trying to stay within those white lines. Penalty central here. Then the next straight, may as well be a straight, little kink through there to the right, and then full power again. Through another little kink right, and then hard on the brakes for the sharp 90 elbow. Keeping it within those white lines, getting your braking point right. You don't want to end up on that sand. The next couple of corners, is it the Porsche curves or is that slightly further on? I forget. So you can run across the white line down these straights here, but not on those turns. Phil G right behind him, giving him a little bit of a nudge along. M6 versus M3 here. Again, tricky section, got to get your braking points right here. I see drivers picking up a penalty there, then Vortex just cutting that right-hander on the way in a tiny little bit tight. And keeps the power of that M6 down on the ground instead of spinning it up. Still got Phil G for company though. Another long straight coming up here as well. Again, it's not the race yet, it's only qualifying. Backing off and allowing that penalty to disappear. So allows Phil G to go through. Is this Porsche curves? Yes it is, because it says Porsche on the right hand side there. Carry a lot of speed through these. Again, just got to back off the power through this one. Again, on the way into this right hand sweeping. Just holding it in fourth, just backing off the power again through this one. Back into this tricky little chicane section. Nice easy one here. Just about to go past the pit entrance. We might even see no Vortex staying out. Okay, so through the second of the chicanes. Oh, cutting that one. Might pick up a penalty again for that. And into the third. Very tight, that last one. Back on the power and across the line. So he sticks in a 4-minute 5.56. So long laps here. Phil G though, without that little mistake, sticks himself on pole with a 3:55.006. That's a pretty good time, that is. Vortex with a 4-minute, Brinky with a 3:56 on the clock, but he's picked up a penalty or something because that's not counted. Fat Pickles again at 3:57.4. They do kind of count, if you like, if everyone else behind us on penalties and stuff. 3:57.7 for G Marge. Jambu 4:08.6 Bobby on a 352, so they are still all over the place. Potomac Pot has got a 4062. Gecko Racer, no hot lap on the board yet, 535 for his out lap. Just got to finish his second lap now. Gecko, sorry, Ace Killer again on a hot lap right here. Just the last couple of chicanes to go. We'll see what he's got on. Rocking the Dutch orange is Duco. He's honorary Dutch. He's honorary. 3:57.3. So he throws himself into second position for now. 2.3 back from Phil G, who's still out. So with the endurance, the rules are you are only allowed to use one set of each tyre, and we've got racing softs, medium and hards to play with. So you've got to make all three of those tyres last an hour. Diablo then into third position, 3:59.0. Pushing Vortex down on that 4:05. Round. Takes a while for these lap times to come in. Fat Pickle's not an honorary Dutchman, but still rocking the orange. M3 popular car this season. Jambu, Fat Pickles, Phil G. Who else has got one of those? Many other drivers. Brisberger's got another one. Can anyone unseat Phil G? Has been a bit of a threat this season. DK10, evening. I'm alright, thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by, thank you for tuning in. Who are you rooting for? Who's anyone rooting for? Obviously, George Marge is rooting for himself, Phil G is rooting for himself, Vortex Racing is obviously rooting for himself, I assume. Who's your money on, DK? Then what's he going to put in this time, Phil G? Catches a big chunk of curb on the way out of that chicane, but still going. It's faster, 3:54.3. Brinky's just set a time though. Why won't it go to? No, I said Brinky. He's put in a 3:55.1 himself. That did stick him in second, but Jambu's just come through to stick an even faster lap in at 3:53.4 for Jambu. Fat Pickles again going quicker at 3:55.4. Everyone chopping and a changing here. Ace Killer got himself up to sixth with a 3:57.3. Bobby 3:58.2 on that last lap. Diablo 3:59. Marge on that 3:59.7. Vortex racing still on that 4 minutes. He's just put a 4:28 in. Gecko, purple sector. What's the time? 3:43, 4:45. What's it going to be? Oh, there. Gecko goes quicker. 3:52.8. Times tumbling then. Phil G can be beaten. Your money's on Potter. Well, Paul and Greg rooting for Marge. Money's on Potter for Vortex Racing. You're not rooting for yourself tonight, Vortex? No? Not feeling confident? DK's got his money on Jambu and he's second at the minute on the grid. laps. A lot of people still out. Oof, sideways into the second chicane, sideways out of it. Those racing softs showing their wear. Gecko still putting purple sectors in, even though picking up penalties. There we go, another purple sector for Gecko. Jambu's still second. Potter now putting a time in at 3:53.7 into third place for Potter. Britzberger as well going quicker, 3:53.9. Phil G holding fifth at the minute, but looks like he's parked up. Bricky still out on a 3:55.1. Fat Pickles on that 3:55. Excuse me. 3:55.4. Ace Killer penalty 3:55.7. Hitting 170 up there, 171 I think. That was a few miles an hour faster than we saw Vortex running. Whoa, trying to avoid getting it wrong. Oh, damage there then for Ace Killer. Just trying to keep it within the track limits there, Ace Killer. Spun the back end up. And that's him. Disappeared himself back to the pits he has. Why it's left us here, I don't know. So yes, a 1 hour endurance coming up. See, a tricky circuit already. Tyres aren't going to last many laps here, that's for sure. I didn't change my gearing, so I'm going to be slower, and yeah, I'm not rooting for myself. Well, I don't know, you know, you obviously put a lap time in or something that got you quick enough to go in pros. I don't know. That's how it works, isn't it? Or are they giving you honorary pro status or something, Vortex? I don't know. Did nobody know who you were? Just let you in. So, where are we in terms of laps? Gecko Racer still putting in purple sectors. Still got a little bit of a penalty to lose though. Drivers have chucked themselves in and out of this race, so positions all over the place at the minute. Can Gecko drop that penalty and put another faster lap in? Loses penalty. It's not quicker this time, but he is still sitting on pole position. We've got one, maybe two of the drivers out on fast laps. I think only one driver out on fast lap, if anything. Who is that driver? Let's go and find them. Who are you, random driver? It is you, Elvio Tricks. Almost out of fuel again. A little bit of a penalty to lose for Elvio. Does look like he's on a hot lap though. I think it's honorary, do you, Vortex? Yeah, see, I had to drop my penalty into one of these. Not here when you should be thrashing pants out of it. He just put a 3:52.2 in though, does Elvio. Chucks himself 0.6 of a second ahead of Gecko. You wouldn't have been expecting that. Oh, now leads the race lobbies. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure where people are now, because people have dived in and out and stuff. Quali finished then, over and done with. A little bit of a break between qualifying and the race. It is a long old race, an hour, especially if you're sort of side by side with other drivers. Let's find this. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Burn them all, burn them all. Right, I'm going to have to do this the long way, people. Apologies, I don't know why we're looking at an empty track. Cheers, Diablo. Great big dark smoker logo smashed on the back of his car. Appreciate it, buddy. Where are you going, Elvio? Yes, so we'll see what tyres people start the race on as well. Again, can make a big difference in strategy. Right, let's find this link, which is about 4 weeks away, on scrolling through a chat. No, it's not the TikTok link. Don't press that one. Avoid the TikTok links. Better pay me for that, TikTok. Come on, keep scrolling. So yeah, a few minutes till the race starts. No, that's a YouTube link. Come on, I know it's not far from here because I was looking earlier. I thought I had it saved somewhere, but obviously not. Bosh. Right, so why did I see? Yeah, how bizarre. Alright, we have got scores then. So, leading the way after Red Bull Ring in the Wet last week. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. We've got Gecko Racer on 111 points, but nipping right at his heels is RAA Bobby, sitting in second with 109 points. A few points back is LVO Tricks in third. He's got 101 points. We've got Potter McPot sitting in fourth position. He's got himself 81 points. Fifth is NGR Jambu. He's got 75 points on board. Sixth is Phil G, 68 points. Seventh, Ace Killer. He's sitting on... That's not right. It says 60 points. But then the drivers below him have got got more points, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there. But it says 60 points for Ace Killer, I'm not quite sure. Philo in 8th is on 66 points, so he's either on 68 or 67 points, I assume, is Ace Killer. So 66 for Philo. Fat Pickles in 9th. He's got himself 63 points. Again, a little bit of a mess up here as well. Britzberger in 10th. With 67 points. That's random. So they might not quite be in the right order here, people. Let's just have a look at the lower half of the table. So G-Margin 11th, 48 points. We've got Brinky in 12th. He's got 41 points. Millerman in 13th. He's got 34 points. Diablo 14th, he's got 15 points, and ADG, no points. Why hasn't Vortex Racing got any points on this score sheet either? I'm sure ADG had like 4 points anyway. So yeah, a bit random tonight, the points, people. Don't know why they're all over the place. I blame Chris Collar. It's his name on the score sheet. What? Don't know what you're talking about. So yes, a couple more minutes break then. Looks like we've got a few drivers trying to take entire cars out. LVO Tricks got all sorts. Oh yeah, every bit of damage and nearly no rear tyres. Gecko Racer got a little bit of damage as well. Looks like he's been harangued. Who's haranguing him? Is that haranguing you, Gecko? Come on. Oh, it's Philo. There we go. Hunting Gecko down by the looks of it. Vortex Racing now trying to take out his tyres. Not doing as well as Elvio, Vortex. You need a lot more damage than that. A lot more damage, look. All the damage for Elvio. Yeah, it's weird, that is, because when I was on the website earlier looking at the scores, I saw that 111 points lead and stuff. But then when I screenshotted it, it's no, forget it. Have last week's. Oh, all right. Random. Got Philo bullying people in his Jaguar. Look. Thought this was a not look. Look at him. Angry Philo. Elvio's running for his life in his broken car. Look. Camera's gone bonkers. Just a gank, giving everyone a good look. Elvio Tricks is going to need PTSD treatment after this. Philo's trying to fire him into one of these walls by the looks of it. Looks like we're just about to get underway anyway, people. Potter just giving everyone the ready signal. Elvio's not, he needs a few minutes to calm down. Been looking at the whites of Philo's eyes for a few minutes. Thought online bullying wasn't tolerated or something like that, Philo. Stick with this punch up for a minute. Poor Elvio, look, his car's all broken and Philo's just bullying him up. Oh, Elvio's not helping himself, I suppose, with a little side swipe. Who's that Bob coming through backwards being a maniac? Yep. He's going to try and pit him. Bob's pitted himself. Everyone going for the J turns. Oh no, maybe not. Philo's just out on the bully one though. He's going for a bit of a backwards lap himself now. Phil G being nice and sensible. There we go then. Race just, oh, he's covered in damage as well. To say he's been nice and sensible. He's smashed his car to bits. So yeah, race just about to get underway then. And again, I don't know the grid order any more than you do at the minute because of all the shuffling around right at the end. Like I say, we did see drivers cross the line, but it's a great big long lap. So by the time other drivers were crossing the line, people have ducked in and out of the race track, and it just throws the scores all over the place. But it is Elvio on pole, Gecko second, Ambu third, Britzberger in fourth, Potter in fifth, Philo sixth, Phil G in seventh, Bobby in eighth, got Brinky in ninth, Fat Pickles in 10th, Ace Killer in 11th, G Marge in 12th, Diablo 13th, and Vortex Racing 14th. Right, and they're away. Everyone jostling for position off the line. Elvio's kept a good. Get that power down. Gecko Racer is under a bit of threat. Ultimate Pot's had a great start. He's moved in 2 positions into third already. Again, just got to be careful through this first couple of corners. Very tight. Everyone getting through there cleanly though. Elvio Tricks then leading us through his first few winding turns. Gecko Racers managed to close that gap back up on him. Made a little bit of a break, had Elvio already. So third then onto this big long Woolland straight with the chicanes in. Positions getting chopped and changed here. Who's got their gearbox settings right? Not Vortex Racing by the sounds of things. Here is Elvio then being hunted by Gr3. Can we see anybody working together? Yes, we are. Gr3 Racer going for a bit of a bump draft on Elvio. Blitzberger, Potter and Jambu. 3 wide as they head up here. It's the wrong way. Blitzberger goes through. Jambu harassing Potter for that 4th position, side by side on the way through there. Philo's looking for a way through as well here. To this next long straight. Jambu then taking the lead of this little bunch. Pot now helping him along a little bit as well. So we'll see that in this race. Not allowed during qualifying, but certainly is during the race. Try and keep yourself in touch. Get yourself away from the next pile of drivers. So Philo in 6th then. Bobby 7th. Phil G in 8th. Fat Pickles 9th. Ace Killer 10th. G Marge in 11th. Diablo 12th. Vortex Racing in 13th. Brinky unfortunately down in 14th position. Not getting a good start then, Brinky. Elvio and Gecko pulled 1.5 seconds over Blitzberger at the minute. Medium tyres on board for Elvio for his first stint. Gecko Racer has gone for the same setup. Blitzberger in 3rd. Mediums also. Hards on for Potter, so slower tyre. Can he make it work early on? Not lose too many places here. Jambu in 5th. He's got a set of hards on as well. Philo's gone for the hards. Bobby on the mediums in 7th. Phil G also on a set of mediums in 8th. Fat Pickles 9th with a set of hard tyres on. Ace Killer mediums for 10th. G Marge 11th, set of hards on. Hards for Diablo, mediums for Vortex and mediums for Brinky. Race leader then, pack. Oh, someone just clouted into the wall. Who was that? Was that Phil G just catching the wall on the way out of that turn? Yeah, it was, because Philo's already managed to get past him. He was a tiny bit slow. Just saw him get pinballed across the track. It's enough to slow you down. Philo gets past him then. Pot closed that gap up on Blitzberger. Pulled a little bit of time over Bobby and Jambu, who are in the battle for 5th and 6th. Philo then getting himself into 7th past Phil G. But Phil G's coming back at him. Picked up no damage in that little incident into the wall, so lucky. Both drivers taking a lot of risks there. Philo already holding a little bit of a penalty. There you go, 2nd for that little indiscretion off track. Disgusting amount of penalty that is for that little corner. Fat Pickles 9th then. Ace Killer's managed to close that gap right up on him. BMW versus Nissan here. That's a good drive out by Ace Killer. Side by side with Fat Pickles. He's got the advantage into this next turn. Yes, Fat Pickles not able to carry the speed through. He backs off anyway. Allows Ace Killer to move up into that 9th position. A little bit tail happy, trying to lose that penalty as well for Ace Killer. Will Fat Pickles stick behind him and work together up this long straight? Really go for that position back. Ace Killer then 1.7 back from Phil G at the minute. You can see a lot of drivers carrying penalties here. 2 drivers in front are loaded up with great big red signs across the name, as is Ace Killer we're on board with. Getting this track renowned for penalties, it's renowned for damage as well. Gecko Racer taking that position off of Elvio then, down to slipstream up these long straights. Risking it through these turns. Getting through cleanly though, Gecko leading, not by a lot. Blitzberger chasing these 2 down. So we see Elvio helping. Yes, we are. Going for a manoeuvre. So they are now 2 seconds over Blitzberger. Blitzberger's now got 1.3 himself over Potter. Potter being helped out by Bobby up this long straight, trying to keep in touch with those top 3. Jambu then 6th. 1 1.1 seconds back. He's got Philo's company just a second back. Everybody put in purple sectors. Penalty on board for Philo though. Penalty on board for Phil G behind him. That gap has come down between Ace Killer and themselves down to 1.2 seconds again. Ace Killer still got a little bit of a penalty to lose himself. Pickles just keeping himself in touch with Ace Killer. G-Marge then 2.9 seconds back in 11th. Vortex 12th being hunted by Brinky and Diablo. Oh, Diablo going massively wide in the background. Oh, he keeps it out of the sand just. But that is going to slow him down massively out of that fight now with Brinky and Vortex. He comes from the land of Under. Is Diablo. That's what he is. Gecko and Elvio then still neck and neck. Just 2.3 seconds back. Bobby and Potter close that gap up on him. What are they? Less than a second back. They will be getting a toe off of Britzberger down this straight here. They can still work together to close that gap up, which it looks like they are still doing. For a move maybe up the inside of Potter. Yeah, gets it. Those slightly softer tyres just allowing him to carry a little bit more speed through these turns. So lose that time again to Britzberg, getting that 1.3. Oh, got some gibbering going on here. So Bobby 4th, then Potter 5th. Oh, just picking up a penalty there, Potter. Close that gap up 0.6 of a second back himself. Now out of that danger zone with Philo. Philo now 2.6 back under pressure from Phil G. Jag versus BMW. Ace Killer up into 9th, then he's closed that gap up on Phil G as well, 1.1 seconds down. Still got a tiny bit of penalty to lose for Ace Killer. Pickles unfortunately lost a lot of time to Ace Killer, 2.4 seconds down. It's on the hard tyre though, so it is going to be slightly slower. G-Marge just keeping himself out of danger of Vortex and Brinky. Oof, all three of them getting a bit tail happy through there. Unfortunately, Diablo still trying to catch up, 5.5 seconds down. Penalty to drop as well. There's two working together again. You can see Elvio just smashing into the back of Gecko, giving him a little nudge up the road, and then he benefits off the slipstream still. So they both carry a little bit of extra speed up these straights. You've got to make sure you get it right though. It can end terribly for both of you if you don't get it right. Britzberger then 3rd, 2.7 seconds back. Bobby closed that gap up on him still. Will come down from Bob. Starts to drop now then as they head up towards this second chicane. Getting ever so slightly bigger is Britzberger, both in the M3 as well. So yeah, oh, Bob. White lines, has he managed to get away with that one? He's kept himself in check with Britzberger. Another long straight up here, might be able to make the move, or are they going to work together again? Looks like they're going to work together. Just got to be careful, don't want to do it just here. Fire Britzberger off into this sand. Again, we'll see Bob close back up on Britzberger, give him another little nudge up the road. Try and do the same as Elvio Trix and Gecko Racer in front of them and just try and get that gap down. It can be unsettling if you're not used to it. Being the front car, just being sort of shunted down the track. Carrying more speed than he usually would into some of these turns. That one there is another great big penalty picker-upper. Bob and Britzberger through their cleaning. Looks like they are closing the gap up a little bit on Gecko and Elvio here. The two M3s working well together. And here we go, Bob right on the back end of Britzberger again. Shove. What is the gap between Britzberger and Elvio? So it has come down. It was 2.7. It's now 2.1. So it is working. Pot now 3 seconds down. And he is on that hard tyre. Oh, Britzberger struggling to keep that on the track there, carrying a lot of speed. There are the front runners then, Gecko and Elvio just in front of Britzberger. Looks like they're close on track in the little mini map in the top right hand corner. They're not. Not now, not here. This is a massively long track. Is it 4 miles or something? Bobby then just sticking in a fastest lap, a 1:54.9. I've still got 48 minutes remaining of this race, so people start sticking soft tyres on and losing a bit of fuel, that lap time will disappear. So let's have a quick run through the order then. Gecko still leading the top two. Purple sectors from these boys again. Again working together. Bobby not as close as he wants to be to Britzberger for that to work just yet. Should close it up by the time they hit that first chicane. Two drivers in front now swapping positions again. Elvio getting back through into that front running position. Now Gecko just being cautious, backing off early. Oh, cutting those turns again, Elvio. Got to be careful. Somehow he's getting away with that. So the gap down to 1.7 then between Bobby and Britzberger. Starting to slowly pile the pressure on those top two. They are still working together. The top four. Bob then and Jambu, or Bob, Potter and Jambu. Potter's managed to get himself 1.4, probably more than that, second penalty. Trying to lose some of it through these chicanes. Jambu and Potter working together as well. Jambu's stuck right in the slipstream of Potter. Is that little BMW quick enough to get up the rear end of Potter's Corvette? No. 7th then for Ace Killer. He's now got Philo bearing down on him. Phil G right there with him as well. These two have been neck and neck for most of the race. 10th then. Vortex Racing 11th. Not sure what's happened to Fat Pickles. We've lost a couple of positions. Picked some more penalty as well. Vortex into 11th. G-Marge 12th. Brinky 13th. He's now been dropped off that fight a little bit. Diablo still losing time. 13 seconds down now. Top four then. Almost back together. Jambu's made his way past Potter. Bobby is still tucked under the rear wing of Britzberger, shoving him towards those top two. That gap is still coming down, 1.4 seconds. Once they're back in the tow, it'll be difficult to lose these two little BMWs. Quite rapid as well, like I say, popular car this season. Also in the M3, now being harassed by Potter. Oh, Potter just clipping the wall through there, slows him down a little bit. Potter in the great big Corvette, Ace Killer in the Nissan Skyline, Philo in the Jag, being hunted by another M3 of Phil G. He's been tucked right under his rear wing. most of the race, as Phil G. He saved a little bit of fuel. Not doing too bad on his medium tyres either. Ultimate Pot comes in now though. He's getting rid of those hards. He wants something a little bit softer. I would expect he's going to go for mediums, Potter. Save the softs until the end. Anybody else coming in the pits? No. Potter making the first move here then. Is that going to pressure anyone else into making a move? With those slower hard tyres. Sticks on a set of... Come on. Take on all the fuel. Mediums for Potter then, and he'll run those to about 20 minutes remaining, 18-17-ish. The first of the stops then for Potter. LVO Tricks then back out front. He's now got 0.4 of a second over Gecko. These two not quite close enough to make the bump draft work here. Britzberger and Bob still working together, bringing that gap down a little bit. Oh, now Gecko back in the slipstream of LVO. Still not out of it yet, these two. Again, we'll see what Bob risking it. Bob risking it. Oh, keeps control, but he does lose a penalty. Oh, Diablo's left the room. That's a shame. Picks up a penalty there, but sticks right with Britzberger. Now back working together. There is Jambu just in the background of that shot. Still got a little bit of a penalty to lose himself. Not doing too bad on those hard tyres. What did we have up front? What was LVO on? Mediums for LVO, mediums for Gecko, Britzberger on the mediums, Bobby on the mediums. Yeah, so this is the reason they're able to just escape from Potter. Jambu, so Jambu on those hards. Ace Killer, not that far back now either. 6.6 seconds, he did look a little bit closer. Still got Philo and Phil G battling out for 7th and 8th. Does look like Phil G is doing a strategic move here and just parking himself behind. Oh no, maybe not. Jag's just got the legs on that BMW. Closes up under slipstream, but second he throws himself out of that slipstream. It's just able to keep in front of the Jag. Went for a little bit of a move through there as well. Didn't quite work out for him. Phil G gets to try again then. Pickles in 9th. Drifting it through there. Vortex Racing 10th. Still being hunted by G Marge. These drivers on the hard tyres at the back. Brinky on the mediums. Pot out of those pits then. 13th position at the minute. Medium tyres to play with for this middle stint. 40 minutes remaining. 20 minutes gone. It's a little bit sideways for Potter. Driving this thing to within an inch of its life. Making the most to try and gain that time back as early as possible on those mediums. Bobby into the pits now. Britzberger's followed him in, so these two both on the medium tyre. Jambu's come in as well, he's on the hards. So we'll see how this works out. What we're going to see Britzberger and Bobby come out on mediums, I think, yeah, hards, I think, and then softs for the end. G Marge, I think, will have the mediums to play with. Fat Pickles comes in and Vortex comes in. Everybody out of fuel. Jambu, Philo. Philo's still got a fair chunk of fuel on board as well. About a quarter of a tank. He'll be able to jump up the order a little bit. He won't be spending as much time in those pits. Right, let's see where Potter comes out then after getting through this. A little bit wide on the exit of that final chicane. Crosses the line. Drivers leaving these pits Sweet. Just stays in front of Jambu, but Bobby and Britzberger get out before him. Bobby picking up 1.7 seconds penalty. Again, still trying to stick with Britzberger here. These two trying to work together for most of the race by the looks of it. So Elvio now pulled 1.3 seconds from his previous partner in crime, Gr3 Racer. These two were working together. That gap's extended now though. It's now 19 seconds back to Phil G. He's not stopped. Ace Killer's closed that gap up. He's not stopped either. So closes up Ace Killer, but doesn't go for the move. For a slightly, it would have been a late move I think really by Ace Killer, to sling one up the inside, and could have ended terribly for both of them. Might get another opportunity here though. Noses up, again working together. A little nudge into the right hander. His penalty through there as well. Phil G doesn't like the green cone, so sod that, I'm taking them out. So are we going to see these boys? Yes, I think we are. They're all going to have to come in, I think, due to fuel. Elvio, Gecko, Phil, Ace Killer, Brinky as well this lap. See where that puts Britzberger and Bob. Will they be able to take the lead of the race? Ace Killer closes up on Phil G. So a little bit of a break there, Phil G. Again, I can assume he's coming in the pits as well. Let's just flick ourselves to Phil G. Yeah, so he's got a little bit of fuel on board. Gr3 Race is pretty much out of fuel, as is Elvio. So we should see these boys come in now. Otherwise, it's going to be a long race for them. Enough life left in those mediums, I think, for a lap or two more. But obviously, fuel is not allowing that. Elvio comes in there. Gecko follows him through. Phil G has managed to keep that gap between himself and Ace Killer. Ace Killer going wide through there. That's that 1 second penalty turn. So managed to get away with half a second. Phil G in then Ace Killer in. And again, we're going to see Brinky in. Where's that going to put these two? So they're only a second or so back from Gecko. Gecko and Elvio get out of the pits before these two. Hard tyres on with Britzberger, hard tyre on for Bob as well. Doesn't throw them in front, it doesn't necessarily mean that Elvio's managed to get out. There goes Elvio. There is Britzberger and Bobby. Oh no, apologies. Gecko does come out just in front. Just in front. So under pressure now then, Gecko in this middle stint. What tyres we got on here then? So Elvio's gone for the hards middle stint. Hards on for Gecko middle stint. Britzberger hards, Bobby hards. Everyone leaving the softs till the end then. Ultimate Pot has now got the mediums on, only 5.6 seconds down from the top 5. Has he played his strategy right here? They've pulled a little bit of a gap in that first stint. But now all 4 of the top runners on the hard tyre. Potter should be able to close this gap down in this middle stint quite a lot. There we go, here comes a Potter. Gap down to 5.3. These boys in front will be working together, so they might be able to keep that gap between themselves and Potter, although they might just battle it out. Still a long way to go, so again they might work together for this next stint, and then battle it out for that final stint. Potter is bringing that gap down though, 4.9 seconds. And again, these long laps, it's easy to take that much time out of a driver. Slight mistake here or there. Potter gets a sort of perfect lap, and these boys are having a bit of a punch up, which it looks like they are. Gr3 just going through to take second. Racer third, Bobby right behind him for fourth. Is that Potter just in the background? I think it was. Let's just jump on board with Bob. That is a Potter McPot, now 4.6 seconds down. What is the gap up to LVO Tricks up front though? He's got himself 9.3 seconds lead in that Jag. The fuel saving on that Jag must be something tremendous, because himself and Philo, both driving the Jag, managed to save a great big chunk in that first pit. Alvio's now got 9.6 seconds over Gecko. There was only about a second between them. These three still battling it out. There's a Potter, even bigger in that shot. Jostling for position then, two BMWs and the Mustang. Mustang back into second, Gr3 holding third, Bobby fourth, Potter gap down to 4 seconds. And falling. Seconds back. Phil G in the background there, another 6.4 seconds back. Still got Philo for company just behind him, 1.5 seconds back. He's got a Jambu, and Jambu's got an Ace Killer closing up on him, 1.2 seconds down for Ace Killer, although he is on the hard tyre this stint, as is oh yeah, sorry, no, oh yeah, Jambu, sorry, was on the hard tyre first stint, so he's now on the mediums, trying to make those work for him. Philo also out on those medium tyres. G Marge now out on the mediums, sitting in 10th. Fat Pickles in 11th, now out on the medium tyres as well. Brinky in 12th, hard tyres this stint. Vortex Racing 13th. 2.7 seconds down. Right. Worrying people. The lights have just flickered in my house. I hope we're not going to have a power cut. It looks like the stream's still running, so that's not a good sign. Have paid the electric bill, I promise. 50p in meter. LVO then 9.7 seconds still over Gecko. Not managed to drop a Gr3 or a Bobby just yet. Where has Potter gone? Where has a Potter gone? Oh, don't know what's happened here. Potter is now parked up at the side of the racetrack, all the way at the back of the pack. I don't know. Oh. So, we've been booted out of the lobby. Oh. What? Now it looks like Potter's internet has decided to throw a wobbler because he's lobby host. Yeah. Fortunately, no pro lobby there, which, like I say, means I don't know, Dukes. I don't know. Looks like I just I saw Potter parked up at the side of the track, and then the whole thing went off. So I'm assuming Potter's internet's died, or he's had a power cut, maybe, because, like I say, my lights flickered here, and I know Potter's. Well, you know where Potter is. So maybe Potter's took the brunt of it. I've survived it by the looks of it. But what we will do was go and say hello to these maniacs. They'll all be freaking out. What's he doing in here? Should be racing. I'll go and have a look at some pro-ams, shall we, for a second, until we figure out what's going on. I'll keep my eye on this chat group as well. I'm sure Potter's still got phone signal. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Power cut. Yeah, like I say, Potter's the other side of the city from me, so yeah, when my lights flickered, I didn't sort of realise it would take him out as well, but there you go. Potter taken out. So I'm not sure what will happen here, whether it'll be a restart or it'll be a push the lead back a week. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. DIA3SP Mart in the lead of the race. Medium tyres on board for him. Looks like he's only just come in as well. Lucky hunting him down. Those tyres looking a little bit worse for wear on those worn hards. So, have you not stopped yet, Marts? Well on some mediums if you haven't. You've got no fuel on board. We'll see what's happening here. We'll see if Potter's electric comes back on. He might be walking around in the dark at the minute using phone torches, I don't know. His whole street's gone out though. Like I say, it's the other side of the city for me, and I saw my lights flicker. And here we are, booted out the pros. Yeah, a little bit whoops, I don't know, Dukes. I don't know, mate. You'll have to see what's happening in the chat. I'm sort of keeping my eye on it. Also, rolling a cigarette and flicking through these boys. Okay, boys all coming in the pits then. Pit crew all warmed up, ready to go. Aldo comes in, Cutler. He's going to risk another lap on that fuel. No, he isn't. So he comes in, followed by Sonic Racer, who's absolutely out of fuel. D-Dot's been in, full tank and a set of hard tyres on board. There's also been in on the softs. Nearly a full tank. So Seamus got half a tank on, set of hards. Is that right? Yeah, hards. Win in 13th, he's got a set of softs on. Everybody else now coming in the pits. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Right. Power back on. I'm going down to Parliament tomorrow to riot. Nice. So you should Potter McPot. We'll come with you. We'll have a party outside like those other boys did. Races again after so they're talking about right, so we've got options people. We can either do the sort of last half an hour in the positions we were in, restart the lobby, go for a sort of little half an hour race. We can postpone it till next week, or we can push it back and do it at the end of the season. What I am going to do is jump out of here now, just in case Potter's managed to get a lobby back up. Hopefully that doesn't mess anyone's race up, because I know what it's like when people come in and out of lobbies. Yeah, so we still had half an hour of a race to go. So if we can get into a lobby quickly enough and get this race started out, then yeah, Nevsol Street went out. Yeah, like I say, I'm the other side of the city to Potter. So just before we all got oofed, my lights dimmed a little bit. But I'm sort of more city. Potter's a little bit further out, so he gets thinner wires out there, I suppose, or something. I don't know. Someone who does electric stuff, tell me how that works. Why didn't I go out and Potter did? Still waiting on this lobby then. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, I suppose. That's a good call, Jambu. What about tyres then? Still no Potter lobby. Come on, Potter. You've got to power everything up and get all his settings out. Some GTTCC testing going on. Let's have a quick look who's in there, shall we? Oh, there's Diablo. That's where he's gone, practicing for Friday night. Come on, Potter. Still no Potsky. There's WSR Corky as well from the minis. Evening Corkstar. Who's he got in there with him? Anyone we know? Dog Lucky, no. May and Boo, no. Right, still being talked about in the chat group actually. Let's have a look. What about tyres? What about lights? What? Put my 2 penneth in here. I'm just saying it's complicated to restart because obviously, you know, people are halfway through a set of tyres or, you know, tanks of fuel and things like that. Strategies have already come into play. But it's up to the boys, it's up to the guys racing, you know, it's not my decision to... Admittedly, I could just turn the stream off and sod it, but, you know, let's see what these boys want to do. Calls for a rolling start. Are we talking? Are we racing? Still gauging people's opinion. But again, some people saying, you know, it's some people are racing from the continent, so it's obviously we're on daylight saving, so it just messes up them there further into the night than we are. Yeah, you're pushing on for time a little bit here. So Potter just saying, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to restart tonight, as too many have different feelings on it. So I'll sort of make a full choice tomorrow. Well, it's a bit of a shame, but you know it happens, and like I say, it is. It's going to be sort of later and later and later as we sort this out. Some drivers already saying they can't do a full race. Obviously, we don't want to restart the whole hour because we've done half an hour. So it looks like we're going to postpone this one, and we'll either push the whole league back a week and pick up this race next week, or we'll throw it on the end of the whole season. I mean, it might end up being thrown away. I don't know. As I know, I'll let you know what's happening. But yes, that's that one done. Unfortunately, booted out due to power cuts. Flipping third world countries, eh? Who live here? So I myself am back on Friday night at 9 o'clock. Electricity holding out, praying for and stuff. So 9 o'clock for GTTCC Fusion Elite Lobby. That's the fastest of the fast boys in the GR4s as well. What are you popping up for? I didn't ask you to pop up. Go away. And then back on Sunday night, 9 o'clock as well for the P1 boys and their GR3 league as well. So both at 9 o'clock. Monday night, back 8:30 for the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. And same time, same place, for hopefully a full race next week. Yeah, a bit of a shame, but it does happen. Nothing Potter can do, obviously. He's not got a generator set up to instantly kick in and keep his place running like factories and stuff, hospitals or whatever. So yes, unfortunately, that's going to be it tonight, people. If you want to help the channel out tonight after this, it's entirely up to you. But buymeacoffee.com/startsmoker if you want to drop donations. Or if you want to buy some merch for a similar sort of prices as donations, get hold of me at dartsmoker@googlemail.com. And I can get you some stickers out to you for £3 a pair. Let me just throw those up on screen. A pair of stickers, £3 a pair, free postage. And if you don't want any of those, I've got t-shirts available as well with a free sticker of your choice and free postage on those as well. But other than that, I hope you like what you watched. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dartsmoker. I'm out of here.